Are the Kardashian kiddos living a rule-heavy reality TV life or just hanging out in their super-luxe playpens? Check out the top 10 rules the Kardashians' kids must follow, where glamour meets playdates, strict schedules, and a dash of that famous family flair. Stick with us as we explore how the Kardashian crew keeps their little stars in line, from organic snack demands to mandatory camera-ready moments. Number 10. Security Overkill. Welcome to the crazy Kardashian mansion in Hidden Hills. It's not just a house, it's like a fancy fortress. The walls are so thick you'd think they were keeping out an army, not just nosy paparazzi. They spend a fortune on security every day to guard each Kardashian kid like they're super valuable treasures. The security is crazy. Imagine needing a special pass just to play outside. It feels more like a military base than a place where kids live. They've turned their home into a place where even a simple game like hide and seek feels like a spy mission. This huge house in Hidden Hills isn't just big, it's like a small luxury town. It has a movie theater, a gym, a fancy kitchen, and a game room. It's spread over 13,000 square feet, which is massive. Living here is like being on a permanent luxury vacation. They've made their daily life into a big show of luxury and being untouchable. Number 9. The Bedtime Bonanza. Ever heard of too much togetherness? Well, this is Kourtney Kardashian's nighttime ritual, where the concept of too close for comfort doesn't seem to exist. Why bother with separate bedrooms when you can turn every night into a cramped campout in the living room? This isn't just a family cuddle, it's a strategic maneuver to avoid midnight marathons through a mansion that's larger than most schools. Kourtney pitches it as a path to better sleep, but maybe it's just a clever tactic to keep everyone corralled. You'd think with all that space, spreading out would be the obvious choice, but apparently in the Kardashian playbook, personal space is as out of fashion as last season's handbag. Number 8. Fashion frenzy. In the Kardashian household, dressing up isn't just for special occasions. It's a daily high fashion parade. Little North struts around with accessories and outfits that cost more than a college education. Forget about the sandbox. This toddler's playground is a fashion week runway. Hand-me-downs are as foreign a concept here as a low-key family dinner. These kids are draped in designer threads before they can even walk properly, setting a ludicrously high standard for preschool fashion. It's a spectacle of extravaganza with each outfit, making you wonder if a fashion consultant is planning their playdates. Number 7. The Pink Ban. So, Kanye West has the final say in his kids' closet choices, including a ban on pink. Why? Because apparently pink is too mainstream for the Kardashian kiddos. They're often spotted in monochrome ensembles that scream, "I critique runway shows before nap time." It's a bit much, isn't it? Dressing your toddlers like they're attending a somber high fashion event? Well, looks are everything in the Kardashian realm, and it seems these tots will need every bit of their styled armor to navigate the stark monochrome world their parents have thrust them into. Number 6. Besties with cameras? More like BFFs with flash. The Kardashians and their paparazzi pals are thick as thieves, but let's cut to the chase. They're practically got these camera jockeys on speed dial. It's less about being caught off guard and more about orchestrating the perfect glossy scene. Here's the real scoop. They're not just snapping shots. They're crafting a celebrity saga where they only look nothing short of fabulous. Every outing, it's hardly a spontaneous trip. It's a calculated visual feast, ready for the gram. Forget about real experiences. It's all about striking poses under perfectly set lighting. And those kids, they're already pros at the game, working their angles better than a geometry whiz, all before they can spell paparazzi. A Kardashian day without cameras is like a fish out of water, or dare we say, a reality star without drama. It just doesn't happen. In their world, the flash of a camera is just another light source, as essential as the sun in the sky. They've turned what could be an invasive annoyance into a symbiotic relationship that fuels their fame furnace. Number 5. Birthdays. Go huge or don't bother. How do Kardashians do birthdays? Think massive or don't bother at all. Think a normal party with a cake and some balloons cut it? No chance. These aren't just parties, they're mega events that could make anyone gape. Imagine big Ferris wheels, famous singers, and a list full of celebs. Remember Kidchella for North's first birthday? That wasn't a party, it was like a mini fest for kids and fancy outfits. Too much? For sure, but the Kardashians, a simple toy and a quiet birthday song just don't make the mark. It has to be huge, flashy, and seen by everyone. Because if it's not shown, did it really happen? Number 4. No driving lessons from family. You might think being a Kardashian comes with some perks, right? Well, driving lessons from a fam aren't one of them. With a track record featuring more bumps and crashes than a demolition derby, it's no surprise the next generation should probably seek driving advice elsewhere. Remember Caitlyn's tragic accident or Khloe's run-in with DUI? These aren't just tabloid fodder. They're cautionary tales that fame can install airbags. Then there's Kylie, who welcomed her driving license by starring in her very own 3-car collision. Maybe stick to the toy cars, kids, at least until they can handle the real life without turning LA roads into reality TV spinoff. After all, in Kardashian land, it seems the only thing more dangerous than the paparazzi is their driving. Number 3. Invisible nannies. Nannies are like mythical creatures in the glitzy realm of Kardashian life. Everyone knows they exist, but no one ever sees them. Hidden away from the cameras, these unsung heroes manage the chaos, swooping in to mop up toddler tears and whisk away the evidence of any real family drama just before the perfect Instagram shot. It's almost magical how the Kardashians manage to appear like a perfectly polished family unit, when in reality, there's a whole backstage crew pulling the strings. The reality show might sell you the dream of seamless parenting, but let's not kid ourselves, it's all smoke and mirrors. Behind every calm conversation and manicured event, there's a nanny waiting in the wings, ensuring the Kardashian ship doesn't sink under the weight of its own curated image. Number 2. School is secondary. School. For the Kardashians, that's just another subplot in the grand reality show that is their lives. If little Mason misses a few days for a shoot, well, that's just the price of fame. Homeschooling becomes less an option and more as a necessity when your daily life is set to the tune of camera clicks and director cues. Kylie, for instance, dipped into the school scene only fleetingly, squeezing textbooks between business meetings as she built a cosmetic empire. It's clear the conventional education route is about as fitting for them as last season's fashion. Not very. This is a clan where life lessons are more likely to come from a script or a branding workshop than a classroom. Academic achievement, it's merely a side quest in the grand adventure of growing up a Kardashian, where the main mission is keeping the ratings up and the money flowing in. Number 1. Diet restrictions. Kourtney Kardashian might as well have gone full-blown diet dictator with the food rules she's set up for her kids. Gluten and dairy, forget about it. In the Kardashian household, it's all about the almond milk and quinoa salads. Imagine growing up where a slice of cheesy pizza is more myth than a menu option, and a swirl of soft-serve ice cream is akin to forbidden fruit. It's a culinary landscape where the typical childhood delights are swapped for superfoods that most kids can't even pronounce. Living as a Kardashian kid might seem cool, but it's more like being in a fancy cage. Imagine this. Your whole life is set up for Instagram. You can have all the fancy stuff you want as long as it looks good online. From their first steps, these kids are trained to be perfect online stars. No messy PB&J sandwiches for them. It's all about looking spotless and snapping the perfect selfie. Think about it. While we were playing in the mud, these kids were learning how to look good on camera. Every every bite and every smile is planned out. What do you think? Do these rules make them happy or just trapped? Smash that like button and hit subscribe for more.